Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles. And this is today's easy level puzzle. And take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum. And there's a lot of really smart people there. Today's puzzle is called Odyssey 2 Lotus Eaters and it's by Testarossa. And here are the rules. For better visibility, turn on outlines on digits in Sudoku pad settings and or color the grid. I put on outlines on digits because of this earlier. So hopefully we should be able to see the numbers better. I can see why we want that because there's a lot of background here. Which is pretty cool, actually. It's pretty nice. Anyways, on to the story. After days of wandering in a bitter sea, Odysseus brings his weary ships to a strange and gentle shore. No spears rise against them, no walls bar the way, only quiet fields and the sweet scent of Lotus drifting through the air. 3 scouts are sent inland, but they do not return. The Lotus steals all thought of Ithaca, and the men forget the ships, the war, and the road home. Odysseus must find them in the fog and draw them back before the island's sweetness claims them forever. Um, yeah, I don't remember this from the uh, background that I did a long time ago about Odysseus and his journey. I've never actually read the Odyssey, so I don't actually know all the trials and tribulations. Obviously, the ones that stick out the most are, Scylla and Charybdis, and then the Sirens, and then those were the main ones, I guess. But there were supposedly a lot of trial and tribulations to go through. Like, I think it's like it was at least 10 years, I think. I don't remember exactly how many. But he was supposed to be spending 10 years because um, one of the goddesses cursed him. I think it was Venus, maybe it was, or Aphrodite specifically, because I think like he did something that enraged one of the goddesses. I don't know. You probably seen the movie, so you guys probably know better than I do about what these are. Anyways, let's get to the actual rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell in the grid, place a single digit such that every row, column, and designated 9-cell region contains the digits 1 through 9 exactly once each. The grid is covered in fog. Placing correct digits may reveal fog somewhere in the grid. So this is dynamic fog of war. I think that's what they called it. Not typical fog of war. Draw 3 1-cell wide paths from row 9, column 5 to 3 scouts hidden in the fog. Paths may only move orthogonally and may not touch themselves or other paths orthogonally, but may touch diagonally. Paths may not enter the water or the lotus fields. It doesn't say anything about the paths being... So what does it mean to not touch orthogonally? It just means it can't share an edge with another path. But it could touch each other diagonally. So starting from row 9, column 5 to the 3 scouts. So I think it doesn't say anything about overlapping, but I'm assuming that they can't overlap either. Obviously, they can't... once they get past row 9, column 5, they can't overlap there. But... Each path should act as a palindrome. That is, digits on the path must read the same from both ends. So say we had a random path go something like, ooh, this is really hard to spot. Let's not use green. Let's use red. So say the path was something like, oh, paths may only move orthogonally, which means just you can't go that way. It can go horizontally and vertically. They may not touch themselves or others orthogonally. So you could not do something like I did there, like here. That's not allowed because it's touching itself orthogonally here, which means it's sharing an edge with another cell when it's not consecutive or it's not adjacent to it specifically. It's not the next cell on the path. And each path acts as a palindrome. So for example, if you had something like 2, 4, 3, 2. I don't think that's possible. No. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. It can't. We have to be 2 and 2. That's not allowed. 7, 7 can't be. Okay. So, well, one thing is this is not valid. We have to do something like this. 2. Oops. Shoot. 2, 4, 7, 6, 2, 5, 2, 6, 7, 4, 2. This is an example of a valid path because it's not touching itself orthogonally or another path orthogonally, which means sharing an edge. It only moves orthogonally. And it's a palindrome where digits on the path must read the same from both sides. So 2, 4, 7, 6, 2, 5, 2, 6, 7, 4, 2 reads the same as 2, 4, 7, 6, 2, 5, 2, 6, 7, 4, 2. So that's how these paths work. Digits on a Lotus field show how many of the 8 cells around them contain a path. Okay, so say this was the path. Then basically this, say we had another path go, let's go this way. And say it was just that, and say we had just a path going that way. Then this digit would have to be a 5, because of the 8 surrounding cells on the path, there's a 5. And these are the Lotus fields. This would have to be 1, 2, 3, 4. This would have to be 3. And this would be 5, too, to count the number of digits that are on the path in the surrounding 8 cells of a Lotus field. And finally, we have digits in a killer cage must sum to the given total. So these 4 digits must sum to 13. Because, also paths cannot go on water, right? Oh, they might not enter water or the Lotus fields. So we cannot enter the Lotus fields here. Interesting. So that's pretty restrictive of where the path has to be. Anyways. We have killer cages where the digits in the killer cage must sum to the given total. These digits must add up to 13 because there's a 13 in the upper left-hand corner. And those are the only 4 digits which the cage surrounds, not cave. Anyways, those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay, yeah, these paths cannot go through the Lotus fields, and they may not enter the water. So we'll mark the paths as green or so it has to go that way, has to go that way, and has to go that way, but we don't know where else. So this is at least 5. because it has those 5 cells. This is at least 5, and it can go up to 6 or 7. So this has to be 5, 6, or 7. This must be 5, 6, or 7. This sees at least 3. And it cannot enter this cell here, so this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You could have 2 going that way or 1 going that way. Hmm. So one of these is going to have to go up. We don't know which. Could be both of them go up. So what happens in that instance? So this is guaranteed to have 5 or 6 or 7. So one of them could continue on that way. This can't continue that way, so this can only go up, but we don't know if it goes up. If they both go up, obviously one of them has to go up twice. So if they both go up, one of them has to go up twice. That would force this to be 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this would be a 6, 7 pair, and this would be a 4, 5 pair. And they would have 5, 6, or 7 total. Right? Can one of these could be 3. Right? Because you could have one of these be 5. So you could have 3 and 5 here. Or there could be a difference of 1 between them. So this can never be 7, right? Yeah, this can't be 7 because then these would orthogonally connect. Or they would be orthogonally adjacent. So this can't be 7 either. Can one of these be 6? So if we had 6 there, this would be 7, this would be 5, and this could be 3 or 4. Oh, this cannot end here, because the path should act as a palindrome. And if it ends here, these 2 digits would have to be the same, but in normal Sudoku rules, we can only have 1 of each digit in a row or column. So this has to go that way. This could be a palindrome now that way. This cannot be 5. This is at least 6. This can't be 3. It's at least 4. And even if the palindrome was only 2 in length, that's not possible here. So this can't... Well, technically it could be 7. You'd have 7 and 6 there. If this, like, I don't know which one. I'm assuming you're including row 9, column 5 in the palindrome. Otherwise, it doesn't really make any sense, right? So then we can't have just 2 here. It has to be more than this. So this must continue that way. And this sees 7 cells. So we have 7 there. And that's a scout. So that's done as a path. This sees at least 5 cells. So it's at least 5. This sees 2 cells on the path. So this must be 2. Technically, it could have been more, I guess. No, that it can't go this way because it would basically be blocked there from continuing on to a scout. So this has to be 2 there. Therefore, to add up to 13, it can only be 1, 3, 4, and 5, which eliminates 1, 3, 4, 5 in the rest of the box. 7 eliminates 7 here. 4 eliminates 4 here. So now we have a 5, 6 pair in box 8, which eliminates 5 and 6 in the rest of the box. So no 5, 6 there. It's 3. That means these are all cells on the path, and these cannot be. So we'll mark those as red. This is 5 or 6. This can't be 6, so this must be 5, which makes this 6. Therefore, this has to be on the path, because this can't be. These are not on the path. This can't be a palindrome, because these would have to be the same digit. So it must go this way. This sees 4 cells on the path. And it cannot touch itself, so it can't go this way. So this has to go this way then. These are not on the path. This sees 4 cells. This sees 3. This sees 5. Remaining digits of... So this is a palindrome. So these two are the same. These two are the same. This is whatever its digit. So these digits have to be 6, 7, 8, 9 as possibilities. No 6 here, no 6 here. This can't be 7 because of 7 in the row. So this would have to be, cannot be 6 or 7 here because that's a palindrome here. So this must be an 8 and 9 pair. That eliminates 8 and 9 here. So this is 6. This can't be 8 or 9, so it's 7. This must be an 8, 9 pair there, which leaves the remaining digits as 1, 2, and 4. This can't be 2 or 4 because of 2 or 4 in the row, so that's 1. That makes this a 2, 4 pair here. This right now sees 2 cells on the path. Cannot be here because they can't enter anymore. This is 7, 9 as a pair. This can't be 7 because of 7 in the column, so that's 9, which makes that 7. There is another scout. So we have to get there without going through water. So it has to go this way then this way, then through here. And it has to eventually get to here before it gets to there. So those are all on the path. Therefore, these are 4 on the path. The water obviously cannot be on the path. So this must be a 4 here. This sees 1, 2, 3, 4 cells, so this must be a 4 there. This can't be on the path because it can't not orthogonally be paths may not orthogonally touch. These are not on the path, and these are not on the path. This has to, well, we don't know if it goes up here. It can't go here because it has to surround 4 of these cells for the Lotus field to match. This is the same palindrome as this. So this has to be 8 or 9. We have 2 or 4 there. This must be a 1. 4 eliminates 4 here, so this must be 2, which matches a 2 there. That leaves this as a 4. 2 and 1, these are the same digit, these are the same digit. This does have to get to here, so we have to continue on this way. This is an 8 or 9 also. This cannot go this way because then it would touch itself. So this must go this way. So these are not on the path. This sees at least 2 cells, but we don't know. It could be 2 to 5. So cannot be 3 or 5. No 3, 4, or 5 here, no 1 here. So this has to be a 2. So we have 2 there, which means this has to go directly to there. It must orthogonally connect. So that's the path that way. So none of these are paths. So this must be the same going this way. This has to be a 4 then. These match. We have 1. These match. These match. This is its own digit. Remaining digits in column 7. Well, this can't be 7 because of 7 in the box, so this is a 3-5 pair. That leaves this as a 7 here. This is C. Oops. We have, this has to be a 3-5 pair here to match this as a palindrome. 4 cannot be here. 5 cannot be here. So we have a guaranteed 5 here. We have a guaranteed 4 here. The remaining digits in row 7 are 5, 8, and 9. Okay. Two is here, 2 is there. Remaining digits of row 9. We have 1, 2, 3, and 7 available. Okay. So that means these 2 digits have to be 1, 2, 3, or 7. Obviously, they cannot be 7 because of 7 in the row. So that means it's a 1, 2, or 3 with a guarantee. Where is the 7 remaining in row 9? It has to be here. So that's a 7 there. One of these has to be a 2. So one of these has to be a 2 here. And we have 2 with 1 or 3 as a possibility here. This matches this cell here. This must match that cell. So it has to be 5, 8, or 9. It cannot be 5 because of a 3, 5 pair in the row. So that must match that. We have an 8, 9 pair in row 7, which eliminates 8, 9 in the rest of the row. So this can't be 8 or 9. It's 5. 9 eliminates 9 here. So that means all of these cells are an 8. So we have 8s there. That leaves these as not 8s. So that means these are all 9s, which match that. So this must be a 9 there. Remaining digits of row 8. We have 1 or 3. We have 6 and 8 available. So this could be 1, 3, 6, or 8 to match. Okay, let's remove the red cells. This is not a Lotus field, so it doesn't tell us anything. Neither is this. Remaining digits of box 6, we have 1, 2, 6, and 8. Okay. These can't be 2 because of 2 in the column. Remaining digits, 9 eliminates 9 here, so that's 8. That tells us 6. This must be a 3 because that's the digits on the path. Cells on the path in the surrounding 8 cells. So that's 3. This is 6. That eliminates 6 in the rest of the column and 3 in the column. So this cell corresponds to this one, so this can't be 3 there. Remaining digits of column 6. We have 1, 2, 3, and 5, and this can't be 2 because of 2 in the box. This can't be 2 because one of these has to be 2 for row 9 to work. Therefore, where's the 2 in column 6? It must be here. And this can't be 3 or 5 because of the 3, 5 pair in the box, so this is 1. 1 eliminates 1 here, so that's 2. This can't be 1 or 2. It's 3. And that matches the palindrome 2 and 3 there. So no 3 here. That means this can't be 3, and this can't be 3. This is 1, 6, 8 as a triplet. That eliminates 1, 6, and 8 in the rest of the row. 3 eliminates 3 in the rest of row 9. Okay. This is 1. 3 eliminates 3 here, so this is 5, which matches that 5 there, so that's 5. These then have to be 3. That is the path. 2 eliminates here, 2 here. Where's the 2 in box 6? It has to be here. We have a 1, 6, 8 triplet in row 5, which eliminates 1, 6, 8 in the rest of the row. So that means we are left with 4, 5, 7, 9. No 4, 9 here because of 4, 9 in the box. That makes this 5, 7 pair, which eliminates 5 and 7 in the rest of the row. 4 eliminates 4 here, so this is 9, which makes that 4. 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 7, which makes that 5. Remaining digits of box 4 have to be 1, 6, 8. No 6 here because of 6 in the column. So we have everything filled out except for 1 digit in column 3, so it must be a 9. We have a 1, 6, 8 triplet in row 6, which eliminates 1, 6, and 8 in the rest of the row. So this can't be 1, 6, or 8. It must be a 7. That leaves 6 remaining in row 4. Remaining digits of column 4 are 1 and 6. This can't be 6 because of 6 in the row, so that's 1, which makes that 6. 1 and 3 eliminate 1, 3 in the rest of the column, so this is 5. Remaining digits of column 5 are 3, 7, and 9. This can't be 7 or 9 because of 7 or 9 in the row, so that's 3. That forces this to be a 7, 9 pair here. Okay. Ones. We don't really have enough information. 2. We have 8 2s. We know where the last 2 has to be. It has to be there. 3s. We don't have enough information to disambiguate, but one of these is a 3. 4 in column 2. 4 has to be one of those. Oops. 4 has to be one of those 2 digits. We don't have any information about box 3, though. 5 in column 1. 5 has to be one of those 2 digits. We don't have enough information to disambiguate box 3. 6 in row 3. 6 has to be one of those 2. We don't really have any other information. 7 in column 2. 7 has to be one of those 2 digits. That's not that helpful. 8. Don't really have enough information. 9. 9's one of these 2 digits. Okay, let's just fill out what are the possibilities. Remaining digits of row 1. We have 1, 4, and 8. And these can't be 1 because of 1 in the box, so 1 has to be there. That means this can't be, 4 can no longer be there, so 4 is there. 7 can no longer be there, so 7 is there. That leaves this as a 5-8 pair. 8 can't be here because of 8 in the row, so that's 5, which makes that 8. Let's just remove the green path because it's already showing the path. No more 8 here. So that matches this. This can't be 8. 8 eliminates 8 here, so this is 1, 6 as a pair. That eliminates 1, 6 in the rest of the box. So no 1, 6 here. It's 8, which eliminates 8 here, so that's 1. 1 eliminates 1 here, so that's 6. No 6 there. It's 1, which makes that 6, and this has to be 8 left. No 1 or 8 there. It's 6. No 6 here. It's 1, 8 as a pair. 6 eliminates 6 here. 7 eliminates 7 here. So this is 9 and 7. 9 eliminates 9 here. Where's the 9 in box 3? It must be there. That leaves that as a 3. This as a 6. Remaining digit here. 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 4 and 3. Remaining digit here is a 5, which eliminates 5 there, so it's 1 and 5. 1 eliminates 1 here, so it's 8 and 1. And remaining digits are 8 in the corner and 4 up there. Odysseus finds the lost scout among the lotus fields and drags them weeping back to the ship. Though they beg to stay, he binds them to the benches and orders the oarsmen away. Behind them, the island fades into mist. Ahead lies a long road home. I do actually remember something about that, like that Odysseus had to like basically pull his sailors away from an island or whatever and sort of bind them. So that does sound kind of familiar, actually. Anyways, that was an interesting puzzle. Wasn't too hard. Was fairly simple in trying to solve it. And nice little illustration there. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.